So, you want to hear a story, huh? One with guns, aliens, and where at the end the very fate of the world hangs in the balance. If not too bad, I'm telling you anyway. Our story begins with 4 Vault Hunters. Lilith, the Siren, able to transfer for a short time between another realm and our realm, causing her to move in great speed in our realm until she is forced back. Roland, the Soldier, an ex-Atlas military soldier who now, with his turret, seeks guns, money, and whatever lies in the vault. Mordecai, the Hunter, an excellent with snipers, and with his bird Bloodwing. They seek all that the universe owes them: guns, money, and love. And Brick, a walking house of rage that if he can't punch his way through a problem, he surely can shoot it. Our Vault Hunters get off of a bus after being contacted by a woman called Angel. She leads them to meet with a funny little robot called Claptrap. They free the town of Firestone, and then they proceed to meet Dr. Zed and TK Baha. TK eventually sends our Vault Hunters on a mission to take out a bandit lord from the surrounding area called Nine Toes. After taking out Nine Toes, he sends them to take down the Skag that took his eyesight, his leg, and his wife. After taking out the Skag named Scar, the Vault Hunters get a request on the Firestone bounty board from a man called Scooter. See, Scooter runs the Digistruct, or car summoning, all around the planet. And the one in Firestone is broken down. So Scooter sends the Vault Hunters to check it out. Turns out another bandit lord called Bonehead had taken the Digistruct module. So the Vault Hunters go and reclaim the Digistruct module, jump a car over Skag Gully, and then proceed to go on to meet a man called Shep Sanders. Sanders sends the Vault Hunters on a quest to take down a man called Sledge. And when Sledge is taken down, the Vault Hunters get contacted by a woman called Commandant Steele, who says that the vault key is under property of Atlas Incorporated. Obviously, the Vault Hunters ignore her threats and proceed to move on to meet a woman called Helena Pierce in New Haven. On their way to meet Yelena Pierce, they end up having to save a man called Lucky. Now, Scooter isn't very fond of Lucky because Lucky is someone who messed with Scooter's mother. Scooter says he'll take care of Lucky at a later date, but right now they need Lucky's help in order to get the teleportation system on Pandora up and running again. So, the Vault Hunters go and get the teleportation system up and running, go and take down another gang lord called Mad Mel, cheese him because the cars at this point in the story are absolute crap, and then go and meet with Yelena Pierce, who tells the Vault Hunters that she has closed off the path to Sanctuary for the safety of her citizens. After being told that by Yelena Pierce, they are contacted by a woman called Patricia Tanis. Now, Tanis is the leading researcher on the vaults on all of Pandora. And she says that the vault is to open soon. So, after the Vault Hunters go and meet with her, she sends them on a quest to gather the rest of the vault pieces in order to open the vault when the time is necessary. So, first, she sends them on a quest to meet with a man called Crazy Earl. Crazy Earl lives in a junkyard and sends the Vault Hunters on a bunch of side quests, claiming that he has the vault key. Now, Crazy Earl is not only living in a junk heap, but is also a liar, because he does not have the vault piece. Instead, a man called Crom has it. Crom stabbed Crazy Earl 3 times in order to get the piece. So, the Vault Hunters proceed to go after Crom and get back the piece of the vault key. When returning the piece of the vault key to Tanis, the Vault Hunters are told about a place in the Trash Coast where they can find another piece of the vault key. And so when they go there, they find a thing called a rack hive. Now, racks are flying creatures that inhabit the air and are very hostile to anyone nearby. A rack hive is a sentient creature that is kind of like an elephant, but not the same head. And this not elephant has a sort of symbiotic relationship. It causes to be a home for the racks, and the racks protect it. However, the racks were not enough this time around, as the Vault Hunters take down the rack hive, get its piece of the vault key, and then are told by Tanis there is actually a 4th piece of the vault key. So, they go and take down a man called Baron Flint, who, it turns out, did not have a piece of the vault key. Because everyone on Pandora is a backstabbing traitor, apparently so is Tanis. And, to make matters worse, Commandant Steele is planning to close down the Echo Network, which is the communication system for the whole planet. So, before the Echo Network goes down, Yelena Pierce sends the Vault Hunters to Sanctuary in order to reopen the Echo Network. And while the Vault Hunters are doing that, they find out that Tanis was taken prisoner. She was locked up in a cage, and had been forced to betray the Vault Hunters by Commandant Steele, who took the vault key from her. Now, the Vault Hunters are tasked by Tanis to go stop Commandant Steele from opening the vault. However, first, they go and they get the Echo Network back up and running. With the Echo Network back up and running, they proceed to head to the vault. And after fighting their way through an alien ruin against some aliens called Guardians. When the Vault Hunters eventually get to the vault, it is revealed that Commandant Steele has now opened the vault. She gloats a bit to the Vault Hunters before doing it, but when she pushes the key in, part of a massive monster called the Destroyer comes out. And now, it's up to the Vault Hunters to defeat it for the fate of Pandora. And after a long fought battle, it turns out that the Vault Hunters could drive back the Destroyer into the vault. Now, that's where their story ends, at least in this telling. I may tell of a few of their other adventures, but right now, I would like to tell you another story about 6 Vault Hunters and their plan to stop a man called Handsome Jack.